Now, in the last lecture, we answered the question which points are near to our point. Now, another common question you want to answer is, hey, I got this area, could be a sphere, could be any polygon, so I got this area. Which points are inside of that area? That is another typical question. And in order to answer this, let's add a bit more points to our database before we dive into that. So, in our Golden Gate Park, we added the California Academy of Sciences. Why don't we also add the Conservatory of Flowers? And again, you find the coordinates in the URL up here. So let me grab that longitude and then move over to our database. And there, in my places collection, I will insert one document. And that will have the same structure as the other document. I'll add a name here, and that is the Conservatory of Flowers. And I'll add my location, which is a GeoJSON object, where the type again is a point, of course, and where the coordinates are, let's say, my longitude, obviously. And then I also need the latitude. So let's grab the latitude from Google Maps and add this as a second value in the array. So now we added the Conservatory of Flowers. Now let's add two more, and definitely feel free to pick your own ones, of course. Now, I will also pick the Golden Gate Park tennis courts. And again, it's the same game as before. Pick the longitude, and by the way, important, what you see in the URL here, of course, is reflecting the center of your current screen. So if you're not centering perfectly on an item, as I did before with the Conservatory of Flowers, you'll actually pick the center. For the purpose of this exercise here, this will be fine though. So it only matters that you have some points from inside this area, no matter if it's exactly that point or a little bit off. So for the Golden Gate Park tennis court, I did focus on it, so this should be in the center. And I will add this place, therefore. Simply added my previous query. Golden Gate Tennis Park. And I will override my longitude. And of course also add my latitude here then. So let's replace that too. Like this. And now let's add a fourth place. And that is why it won't matter, because that fourth place will be from outside here. So let's say we take NOPA, whatever that is. So let's try to center on that. And let's grab the longitude, of course. Again, let's insert that. NOPA. Let's replace the old longitude of the last query with the new longitude. And of course, grab the latitude too. So grab that from the URL. And we're good to go. So now we got 4 places in there. I can quickly find them all to show them to you. Pretty. Now again, the coordinates might be a bit off because I did not always center onto them, but we got 4 different places with 4 different coordinates. That is what matters here. And 3 of them, the first 3 are in the Golden Gate Park, and 1 of them is outside. Now, in the next lecture, let's run this query to find all places that are inside of a certain area.